We're going to quickly watch this video, react to it, talk to it about it a little. Personally, I love Shoe on Head. I've watched her for a while. I've known about her for a bit, and truth be told, her videos are hilarious. I find them amazingly funny. Politics on the side, I'm not dealing with that. I know there's some politics drama with whatever she has said, but that's none of my business, nor do I care. I'm here for the funnies.
Hello again, friends, and happy Halloween. This Halloween,
Hello.
I've decided to dress up.
Yeah, it's a little late for Halloween. I know it's today's the 5th. Yeah, it looked good enough.
As the scariest possible thing to my audience. A woman.
Alright, GG. Over. I'm done. Alright, have a good day. I'm out. Deuces.
As the OG YouTube pick-me, I have made many videos dunking on bad female behavior, ranging from terrible things like the creepy female teacher epidemic, to more silly things like women posting their L's in my Are Women Okay video. The video where I read embarrassing stories women willingly put on the internet about themselves. And that video has sort of become a fan favorite. So I've gotten many requests from you guys to do a male version of that video. But the issue I found is the male version just doesn't exist. No, I'm not joking. I looked everywhere for the male equivalent, but it turns out, unlike women, men don't like to post embarrassing stories about themselves. Women will be out here openly talking about the time they got a yeast infection from the homeless man behind a Denny's, but a man won't even post about the time he said "you too" when a waitress said "enjoy your food." They take that shit to the grave. At least, that's what I thought. Until I visited a dark, forbidden corner of the internet. I used a VPN, I changed my IP address, I went incognito mode, and I visited reddit.com. And I found one of the funniest and most depressing communities I have ever come across in all my years doing this. It's true.
I swear to God, if she says men's space, God, I love this subreddit. I absolutely love it. It's such a good subreddit. This shit has me dying sometimes. Like, yeah, these look good. Then you got stuff like this. Man, from this to this. God, that's nice. That's nice. There are some of these where they look really good. Just the TV. It's just the TV. Oh, yeah. That's how men live. I remember when I was in California, living by myself, it was legitimately, I had a room, square-ish room, I had a big window wall type thing, and no ceiling light. Literally no fixture light on the ceiling, no nothing. The only light I had was Christmas lights decorated across the floor that I bought at my Target job at the time. Then, my bed was 2 blankets on a carpet floor. And I think I had one big pillow, one regular pillow, and one smaller pillow. I still got the small pillow with me. That one right there. God, my bed looks like shit. I just realized I'm not even gonna bother with it. Whatever. Fuck it. I ain't making my bed. I don't care enough about it. But yeah, that's the pillow right there. Took that, had that with me in California. That was my whole bed. I had my computer on the floor, monitor, and that was it. I remember I even bought, what's it called? One of the laptop trays to put my keyboard and mouse on while I was playing, so I wasn't playing on the rug. But even then, I was like 4 days into the apartment when I finally decided to buy one of those. So I was usually literally playing with my mouse and keyboard on the blanket spread out, so I had room to play on it. God, did my mouse not register? Oh God, what the hell? Did my mouse not register at times? But yeah, no, I lived like that for maybe like 2 months, and I had absolutely no problem with it. It was amazing.
Folks, I may have found the one place on the internet where men are posting their L's. Lord knows it's hard to be a man today, you know,
Okay,
like
maybe not that
I
one.
couldn't
Maybe not
imagine.
that subreddit.
You're told to be nice, but not too nice, confident, but not too confident, 6 foot, 6 pack, 6 figures, have a perfect beard,
Over 6 inch.
or a perfectly clean shaven face. Oh yeah.
Oh, I paused it at the right time.
That reminds me. Before we dive into this video, let's quickly
I
give
knew
a
it.
shout out to
Advertised.
today's
Ad
sponsor,
time.
Henson Shaving.
Look, chewing head. Love you. Great videos. I ain't sponsored.
Modern men are going through a lot, and for a long
Oh,
time there was
that
nowhere
caught
for
me.
them to vent. Can't vent to your friends because that's gay. Can't vent to your
True.
girlfriend because that's gay. Can't
True.
vent to a therapist because that's gay. Everything is
True.
gay, except of course gay sex, which we all know is only gay if the balls touch. So
And if you take off your socks. Well, such, if you're not wearing socks or if you make eye contact.
what is a man to do? Where is a man to go? Reddit, of course. r/Kitchencels, to be exact. Kitchencels is a Reddit page
That's a new one. I did not know about that Reddit cell. Reddit page. Kitchencels. I know incels. I know web cells. I know men cells. I've never heard of kitchencels.
where, quote, incels go to vent their frustrations with the world.
Nah, can we just go back for a second?
Reddit page where, quote, incels go to vent.
That poor man. I've had that happen where like you're trying to I don't know. Okay, the egg is kind of uncooked. I don't know what the fuck actually happened here, but I've had it where like I'm trying to flip my eggs and like part of it just goes right off and you're just like, damn. But how did you get that? How did you crack it I'm playing online chess. It's someone who had a girl username. Each time I would make a bad move, he would insult me in chat, which made me mad. She was actually a he. Egg not on the pan. That doesn't. Didn't it? How did you get the egg off the pan though? How'd you? That's uncooked. So you had to crack it off the pan.
Vent their frustrations with the world, as well as show
Okay.
off the food they are consuming at the moment. Now, for those of you who don't know what an incel is a involuntary celibate. Somebody who, for whatever reason, cannot get laid or get a girlfriend. And for the people watching this, a girlfriend is a girl that is your friend,
Willingly.
who you love. Like that little anime girl you watch in the corner of your screen, except she loves you back. So,
I'm so glad I don't share my whole desktop. There are reasons why I don't share my whole desktop. I'm just gonna say I got called out.
let's dive into this. Let's see what Reddit is cooking. Failed my f***ing driver's test today. I'm 26 years old, I can't hold a job, I can't get laid, I can't even drive. I don't deserve flavors. I dropped my salad.
I'm the only person in my family that passed a driver's test on one go. Everyone else needed at least 3 tries. I think my the third oldest sister of mine took 2 tries to pass it. Everyone else was at least 3 or 4. I was the only one who passed it in one go. I fucking nailed it.
I fail at everything I do. I'll never amount to anything. I'm a perverted incel freak with weirdly long toes.
Yeah, I'd say that's weirdly long.
Classmates said I have school shooter vibes.
Kyle, is that you?
Bowl of sludge. What am I looking at? Is this your classmate? Holy shit, maybe they were right. Resident Evil ass meal. I asked my high school biology teacher out on
Nah. Nah, what's that, Yeah, here we go. Look at that! You became me. Right there.
maybe they were right. Resident
Give me the bigger picture.
classmates said I have
Yo! I'm sorry. I'm sorry, bro. It literally is the Resident Evil
school
food.
shooter vibes. Bowl of sludge. What am I looking at? Is this your classmate? Holy shit, maybe they were right. Resident Evil ass meal. I asked my high school biology teacher out on a date the day I turned 18 via her Steam account. She blocked me. This guy somehow managed to find the one female teacher that did not want to groom their male student. Incredible. Chicken looks good though. 7 out of 10. Asked a girl out and she started laughing. Aw, that's just a learning experience, dude. Got super hard.
Hey. Hey. Bless up, man found what he is interested in. That's all I'm gonna say. Man knows what he wants. Man now has an idea of his interest. I mean, I don't want him. Wait a minute, hold up. Man should find a new interest. Maybe go with women that do want him. Or that laugh at him, but willingly, and not go after women that don't want him. That's gonna cause another Miskiff incident.
Rice. Oh. 5'10", Rice looks good. The only girlfriend I've had was on an online game when I was 11. I'm gonna...
That's not a girl. That wasn't a girl. That was not a girl.
I'm gonna hold your hand when I tell you this.
I had it.
That was a man. That was a 45-year-old man. Made this
I don't know about 45. Quick story, since we're in here. I used to play World of Warcraft. I played it with some guy that I met at the internet cafe. I wanted to get back into the game. Me and my cousin would often go to that internet cafe when we were in high school, college, play games and everything. One of the guys next to us always sat down in the same seat. Me and him started talking. He got me back into World of Warcraft, started playing it again. Later on, he got into a different guild. I got into a different guild. We separated. I started playing on my computer, stopped going to the cafe as much. And I ended up finding a girl on the game. I would talk with her, the guild, and everything. We'd had a lot of fun and this and that. But she never spoke in guild, in voice chat, except for like a few times. Mostly to like guild leaders and such, but never to the general everyone else. Until one day, we were doing a dungeon. Me, her, our raid lead, one of our co-raid leaders, and our main tank. I was DPS, she was healer. I remember this specifically because of that moment. I'm doing some DPS. I'm playing the Demon Hunter, I accidentally throw my glaive too close to one of the other packs of enemies that then start coming at us. This is a Mythic 20, I think it was, or Mythic 18. So it was a pretty hard one. We barely were surviving it. We used all our utility. We popped everything. We popped stunts. We popped damage reductions, all that. She was going crazy on heals and everything. And then I hear her, for the first time ever, I hear her say, "What the fuck? Why would you throw that goddamn glaive?" And I swear to God, it was a female, but she had the deepest voice I've ever heard a woman have in her life. Bro, if it wasn't for that little like annotation of sounding like a girl, like it was like a Nina Lynn level heavy voice. Bro, it shook the shit out of me. Finished that dungeon, still raided with them and everything, but that was yo, that was creepy as shit. I was stunned. Everyone thought at first she was like a catfish or anything like that. I could vouch for firsthand she wasn't a catfish, but I don't know if she was a full woman. I'm just gonna say that.
Cake to celebrate 6 months on heroin. No woman could love a creature like me, but this feels great anyways. I only haven't ended my life because I don't want to make any women happy. My obsession with an anime girl prevents me from talking to 3D women.
I only haven't ended my life because I don't want to make a woman happy. Spite is the best way of success. Yo, spite something and you will succeed to it.
women. Every night before going to sleep, I watch a video of her kissing the camera, and it is almost always the highlight of my day. May I know which one it is? Sue from Monster Musume. You know what? After the...
You know what? I want to say I get it because there's a certain, you know, feel to her. Not stating anything specific. Tentacles. The thing is, she's not even that good looking.
last video I did, I can't even judge this. Like, at least it's human looking. The bar is in hell. I have a huge crush on a coworker. I was talking at her about fishing, and I jokingly
Talking at her. Oh, the word phrasing. I was talking at her.
said I could buy her one of those toy Barbie fishing rods and teach her how to catch a fish. She said, "I don't think I'd be interested in that," in the most disgusted tone of voice I've ever heard a human muster.
I'm gonna be honest. There was so much wrong with that one. Why'd you offer the toy Barbie fishing rod? That's insulting. Why'd you say I was talking at her? Bro. No wonder why she gave a disgusting voice.
I like how he said talking at her. Not with her, not talking with her, talking at her. Women love when you talk at them. Just corner them and start yapping about World War I or like Warhammer lore. They f***ing love that shit. Just get right up in their face and explain to them the entire plot of Lord of the Rings. That's how you get him. My mom's new boyfriend is younger than me. Oh no, his mom is being hag-maxed. She's 52, I'm 23, he's 21. He could literally be my brother. What the f*** do they even talk about? Oh, don't worry about it, bro. They're not doing much talking. I wish a tomboy...
Not wrong. They're not doing much talking. But then again, she knows what she wants, and maybe you just give up. Maybe get older and then start looking for a younger girl. Get older. Don't start looking for a younger girl when you're 24, especially when not that age difference. You would get somebody that's not even born yet.
Could just casually kidnap me and drag me into a room. Pasta cereal. I feel like tomboys are like an endangered species. What the f is that? Forget tomboys. You need to be kidnapped by the feds. You need to be exiled away from society for what?
Is that actually just milk? I thought that was like white sauce or something. Yeah, that's milk. Look at the bubbles.
What you did to that pasta. My ancestors are weeping. The last time I met anyone was when I went to the psych ward a few years ago, where I got a crush on the first girl who ever showed me any interest. She ghosted me. Just my stupid Chungus life. Okay, honestly, good. Do not get with the f***ing girl you met at the psych ward, okay? None of this Harley Quinn Joker bullshit.
I can fix her. I can fix her. Man, she didn't even want to get fixed by you. She didn't even want you. She was like, I'll get fixed. Just not the with him part.
You can't fix her. She can't fix you. No, no, no. Next. Today I found out the woman I have been pursuing is a lesbian. Burger meat hot dogs for me and my father, who hates me. Okay, one, that is doo-doo. That is poop from a butt.
Yeah,
and two, it is not over. It's not over. There's still one way you can date her. Put this on. I don't deserve love. Segregated Tic Tacs.
You know, I used to do that shit with M&Ms. Not M&Ms. Yeah, M&Ms and Skittles. I used to do it with both of them. I used to sometimes when I was bored in class, I used to start separating them. But there was a lot of shit that happened in class when we got bored. Well, I remember one time one of the kids threw the textbooks out the third floor window because he didn't want to do any work today. And then the principal came into the room later on, like maybe mid-period, came into the room asking who threw all the textbooks out the window before first period to the sidewalk in the morning. And he just yeeted them out the window. He could have, and we were like literally right next to a whole bunch of houses. Like two windows over, and then a whole bunch of houses. So he could have just bonk somebody on the head with some big-ass textbooks from the third floor.
I have an eating disorder, gay, so I almost never actually cook. I'm eating plain strawberry yogurt out of a dog bowl this morning. F my lonely puppy life. Yesterday, my scrambled eggs were oversalted. This morning, they were undersalted. I have to kill myself. Wait, if the eggs
Bro, if they're undersalted, it's so much better. You can just add more salt. If they're oversalted, then you know you just end it. End your life.
are
Just straight end it.
undersalted, can't you just put more salt on them? Wait! Don't kill yourself! Just add more salt! Off to a VTuber burping compilation, and now I'm having the only meal I know how to make. Where the f did it all go wrong?
Jerked off to a VTuber burping compilation. Where's my notepad? Look up VTuber burping compilation.
That is disgusting, bro. Which VTuber? Which one? Which one so I know to avoid that channel? A female
I'm not avoiding it. No, well, yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna bookmark it.
coworker complimented me on my shirt, and I began to stutter trying to say thanks. This guy will remember that for the rest of his f***ing life. Men will be 85 years old on their deathbed, surrounded by their family, remembering the time some random woman complimented his Metallica shirt 45 years ago. Ladies,
I still remember once I was on the train. This was into high school, first year of high school. I was on the train, riding the train, and we had a uniform. I had a tie on. We had to wear button down, polo, collar, we had to wear khakis. We had a tie and everything. I had a nice ass tie. One of the ones my dad wore all the time for work and everything like that. So it was a good tie. The older lady, maybe like, I want to say 30 something, looks to me and says, "Oh, you look really good. I love the tie. You did it yourself?" Man, I still remember that till this day, and I learned how to do ties after that. I learned how to tie my own tie. I know how to do different types of tie. Just because that woman complimented me on how on like said, "Oh, you did your own tie? Oh, that's nice." Like, thank you.
you want to make a random man's life? Compliment his shirt. Just make sure it's not one of those like Ahiago anime shirts though.
Well, I always wanted to get one of these, but I could never find the dignity to wear one. But I've always been tempted to just buy it and have it.
That was a weird era. I licked this canned tuna to imagine what it feels like to eat pussy. It doesn't taste like that or have that texture though. Put 5 pennies in your mouth, cut a hot dog down the middle, and then lick that. Probably closer. And here I am thinking the guy who
What do you mean put 5 pennies in your... Bro, put 5 pennies in your mouth and then cut a hot dog in half? Cut a hot dog down the middle and lick that. Probably closer. Why would you put 5 pennies in your mouth? That's the part I'm stunned on.
cut a hot dog down the middle and then lick that. Probably closer. And here I am thinking the guy who licks a can of tuna pretending it was a pussy was rock bottom. What the f am I reading? Why can't you just buy a fleshlight or something like a normal person? The smell and the flavor are important factors here. Stop. If it smells and tastes like tuna, something is wrong. She has an infection. Suppose a girl has blocked you on every platform, but you...
That is absolutely disgusting. What the fuck did I just hear? I have it smells and tastes like... That actually makes me want to throw up in my mouth.
know her address. For the past year, you've been sending her one GIF each month, each one bigger than the last. Sometimes you include a note. She's never responded, but you know she's receiving them. How would you proceed? You don't.
Yes, stop. You stop. You stalker. You're a stalker. You are a creep. You're a stalker. You need to be stopped. Okay? There are women that like that. Yes, they like the game of being chased and this that. But you need to stop at some point. You need to realize, okay, this is no longer a game of chase. This is a game of she doesn't want you. Enough. Stop. Quit it. That is beyond creepy.
You don't proceed. None of these people at this party know I beat it to giantess vor animations.
Bro, I will say for a fact, vor is the most disgusting thing out of all. Vor, docking, and I'm not even gonna say the third one. There are several hugely disgusting things, and I think vor is one of the top of them. That is disgusting. Gigantic. Oh. Why would you could have lived your whole life without telling somebody that, but why would you mention it and mention that you're at a party?
Maybe. But now the whole internet does. I love the people in the comments like, my man. It is just actually insane. Like, these people walk amongst us. Like, the guy in front of you in line at the bank might have a being eaten alive fetish. Who knows? An acquaintance I have is talking with his girlfriend and 4 of her friends 40 feet away from me. He said, statistically, 1 of the 10 guys in this room is a racist. They all looked at me. Funfetti people.
What is even that? I'm looking at it now and I can't even determine. I see sprinkles, I see chocolate, I see I don't even think that's vanilla. That looks like cum. Looks like he busted a
Pizza. I was talking to a girl who thought I was Latino. When I told her I'm Indian, she almost gagged. Woke up this Sunday morning. I'm still 5'9".
6 foot exact. Jake, I will fight you. Meet me on the street. Jake, I will measure. We can go band for band. I am 6 foot on the dot, and I will fight you, Jake, if you disagree with that. Come at me. Come at me.
Okay, 5'9" is not f***ing short. What the hell have the dating apps done to men? Women on dating apps have just, like, destroyed the male psyche. Like, dudes now believe if you're not 6'3", it's f***ing over. Didn't they just implement, like, a height filter on, like, Bumble or one of those apps or something? That is insane. Could you imagine they did a weight filter? Could you imagine no women under 170 pounds? Could you f***ing imagine? They would never. They would never. Paid.
Bro, that would actually... Oh. Bro, that would cause a riot. That would straight cause riots in the street. Imagine... Oh my god.
For the first time. They weren't great news, but I kept paying because she talked to me. Spinning glizzy. She talked to you, huh? Are you
If it's an OnlyFans woman, that probably wasn't a woman. That was probably an Indian or Brazilian or somebody that was paid to deal with their creeps on OnlyFans or some shit.
sure about that? Are you sure you were talking to Cutie Pie Kitten 69 and not f***ing Kamal from Pakistan? Because apparently that's the thing. Apparently OnlyFans girls hire agencies in like India and Pakistan.
Yeah, there actually are agencies that you can hire. Yeah, here it is. In need of chatters that you can rely on? It's so stupid. Bro, they will talk and pretend to be you to their people. Yo, it's so bad. It's so bad.
Pakistan to like talk to their simps for them. I masturbate to girls until I am tired of them so I won't have to approach them and then get rejected. Is this why the birth rate is so low? See, I was under the impression it was because the economy and because gender.
That, and also women read those things and just say, yeah, no, I'm good. They just go, nah, I'm good. I don't want a man.
Relations are so terrible in this country, and like women want a career, or they're on birth control, blah 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 blah. But I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe there's just millions of this guy, or maybe this is just Reddit. I can only get off to femboy hentai now. Corn on the cob, no salt, no butter, no nothing. This is the closest I can get to the feeling of eating out a girl's vagina. Oh, that's
not that. Why do you think that's the close? Why are people so stupid? Bro, you can Google it and you will find better things that are closer to it than that. You can Google things that are closer or better or similar to
it's not. You know what? Maybe it is. I don't know. My cat was sitting on my lap and I had to make him move because I started to get hard when I saw a gif of Candace Owens. I was watching a Nazi
Candace Owens out of all people, though? And you can't control yourself? What was it, a gif of her just talking?
Safe for Work video with that one French girl and coomed just when the camera randomly zoomed in 4K HD on a guy's face, so I busted a load to a guy. Felt a little bit cucked and gay and cried a little bit. You could have looked away.
I'm just gonna say... Actually, no, I'm not gonna say it. Forget.
But you didn't. Did you? My body is permanently deformed and crippled by decades of compulsive, joyless masturbation. Everyone who sees me can tell instantly. Saw a female's body in the cheese and had to jerk off before finishing the plate. Okay, so I'm just gonna pretend I didn't read the first part. What the f is that? That is not lasagna. That is an abomination. Jerked off to a VTuber crying.
I thought that was cheese with toast on it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even read the lasagna part. I didn't even hear that.
Compilation and the hardest I've ever in my life. I used to be a track star in high school and both my parents always loved me. How did I fall so far? It's actually so crazy how, like, you can do everything right as a parent. You could just be like a great, responsible parent and raise your kid right. And then one day on your son's like 13th birthday, you gift him his own computer. And then in a few years, he's masturbating to anime girls crying and posting about it on Reddit. Tofu broke apart.
That's only him. Oh, not only him, but that's only those people.
Just like my life. Yesterday, for the first time in my life, I looked for and watched cuck porn on purpose, then cried. I have a micropenis. All porn is cuck porn. You're sitting in a chair watching two people fuck. You might as well be sitting in a chair in the corner of a hotel room watching two people fuck on a bed.
You know, there are some statements in this world that are factually correct and are honest and are precise to what is being said, but sometimes you don't gotta say them. You don't. You could have gone without saying it. Also, I feel like it would be much harder to do to get into the room in the hotel and be able to find precisely what kind of topic or thing you're looking for. I feel like that would be a lot harder. But she's not wrong.
What's the difference? Porn is basically virtual cucking. Tried to jack off today, but all the porn was so bad I just turned my phone off and cried myself to sleep. Okay, the reason why you think the porn is boring is because you are so completely desensitized from seeing it all the time. Like 40 years ago, dude.
Okay, another story, quick story. I had a friend of mine a while back. I've known this guy online for a couple of years prior to this. Once again, another person I used to play World of Warcraft with. When classic World of Warcraft came out. Why is it World of Warcraft is where most of the fucking creep stories are come from? I could think of so many. But anyways, I was playing classic World of Warcraft with him. I known him for years before. We played League of Legends, we played other games and everything. And me and him were playing classic World of Warcraft. And I was telling him something, and then he goes, 1 second, I can't hear you. Let me pause my video. I'm bored. I ain't got nothing. I said, hey, yo, what you watching? What video you watching? And he goes, I swear on everything. He goes, I'm watching hentai. I asked him, I was like, why are you watching hentai? Is it an anime with a plot? Is it like, why are you watching it? He dead ass tells me, I can't play World of Warcraft Classic without watching hentai. I can't play games without watching hentai in the background. I almost always have it on. I'm like, I literally had to stop. I had to stop. If you're in queue up, if you watch this video, probably Troy might watch it. Echo they're smoky. Cynic. It was Cynic. You know him. And you probably know this story. Axe Hunter. He knows about it too. Cynic used to do that. Even while we were playing League of Legends and a whole bunch of other stuff. He used to have hentai on in the background. While we were playing games. And he was so desensitized to it. He used to say it was just normal to him. He said he can't watch porn or anything like that. And you can't watch regular anime either.
Were drinking it to like the Sears catalog underwear ads. And now the most insane, depraved shit you could ever fucking imagine is only like a few clicks away. Like, I just don't think humans were meant to live that way. Like, I don't think humans were meant to see sissy hypno inflation compilations every second of the day, you know? Whenever I masturbate, I leave my cum sitting in my underwear. We can smell it, by the way. We can smell the cum. Women especially can tell if you have recently masturbated. You ladies know what I'm talking about. Like, you go up to a guy and, like, you can just tell. Like, you can smell it. If you're a guy and you're like, wait, is she joking? Is she being serious? Don't worry about it. Last night I jerked off.
I need to look into that. I do not know about that. But also, bro, tissue, or change on. That's disgusting. That's just gonna crust inside your pit and get stuck.
Off and my
Oh.
goopy steamer of a load landed on my Xbox and fell into the ventilation of the console, and it turned me on so much I sprayed the console with 9 sprays of my mom's perfume and masturbated to the stench.
Oh!
And now it won't start. Breakfast to start the day. Why? Why? I've had this crush for 3 years and I want to screenshot and print some of her photos on Instagram to pee on them, but I can't even afford a printer, so I just wrote her name on a piece of paper and drowned it in my piss. I'm just a stupid pee cell. Why? I hate how the one time she wants to pop a titty for the gram is when she's breastfeeding. Got me using AI just to remove her baby from the pic. Save the earth and post them titties uncensored. Plump and full of milk. This video is turning me into a fucking misandrist. This video is turning me into a femcel. I can't do this anymore.
Yes.
I'm dyeing my hair blue, I'm getting a nose ring, I'm growing out my armpit hair. The girl I like was wearing flip-flops and gym shorts at uni yesterday, sitting on the floor with her legs open. I went home and jerked off 6 times in a row thinking about her feet and her butt. Woke up today, went to pee, and noticed that a chunk of skin on the back of my dick is coming off. That's it! That's it! Men need to be born into prison!
What? Oh my god!
And then earn their way out. There's probably something terribly wrong with my colon. I've been told to seek medical advice ASAP for several months, but it will probably figure itself out one way or another. Well, you should probably go to the doctor if you don't want something bad. I wish older women would pee on me. Oh.
Where the fuck did that even come from?
God, the men you have sent to protect us are on Reddit, fantasizing about getting pissed on. Discovered cartoon pornography at the age of 8, and life sucks since then. My mom caught me dry humping my torn mattress to some AI porn and hasn't looked at me in the eyes since. I haven't even touched a girl intimately yet, and I've lived half my life. I'm 39.
I had a story at the start, but the rest, I wanted to pause, but the rest of it just kept going and getting worse. And then he said AI porn, and I'm thinking like, okay, maybe he's young, like AI is still relatively new. Like maybe he's 18. And he said 39. He said 39. I'm gonna say my story, but just give me a moment. He said 39. AI porn jerk. Okay. Anyways, back in the days, I used to have a friend of mine when we were 12 or 13. We used to have the DS, and he got into porn, but we couldn't watch videos on the DS. The DS would not let videos play, but it let pictures. He used to look up pictures, and he used to tell me about them. He'd say that. And then he started looking up cartoon pictures, and eventually found a website for cartoon videos that were GIFs that would work on the DS. And he used to tell me he used to beat it off to that. He used to tell me about them. He used to show me some of them. And then I remember about 3-4 years later, after we already stopped using the DS and everything like that, he found his DS and the history was still there. The history was still on the DS. DSs do not delete history. If you have a DS, you have DS Lite or whatever, and you look something, they do not delete history. They're kept permanently. Even if you wipe the DS, people can still find it. Don't do it.
Okay, first of all, bro is fart maxing. Second of all,
disgusting.
men, you really gotta stop the porn. You gotta stop it, or like just way less of it. It's not good for you. Listen, I used to be super pro porn a few years ago. Not anymore. It's gotten so bad, especially after COVID. I feel like it got so much worse. I feel like porn addiction just kind of exploded in the past few years. In women,
I feel like OnlyFans gave a big jump to that because now you can find anybody, a lot of people you might know be on OnlyFans, or a lot of people you might be curious about or looking for might be on OnlyFans, and I feel like OnlyFans was a big portion of it. But also at the same time, I do feel like that's true. Porn, the COVID boosted porn to like a max level that's beyond normality. Like when COVID happened, a lot of people were looking that shit up.
women too, as we have previously discussed. Like, sure, everything is fine in moderation, blah blah blah, but I feel like there's just like no moderation anymore. I feel like fucking everyone is just a gooner, and it's making everybody depressed. We're just like a society running on like
In a society. The society. Batman. It's a society. We're in a society full of gooners and porn addicts. That's why. Batman. Society. Society.
perpetual post-nut depression. Afraid to talk to women at work in case they allegation max. Just friendliness max and LARP as a normal-pilled creepiness minimizer. I asked a girl out at work and she reported me to HR. I think I'm gonna lose my job. See, this is sad. Like, back in the day, it was totally acceptable to flirt with your coworker, ask her on a date, whatever. Like, so many people's parents met because they worked together, because they were coworkers, and they flirted and they hung out and stuff. And now it's like not socially acceptable at all to do that. HR culture has ruined the relationship between men and women in the workplace. Fuck HR. Go talk to your crush. I got called into HR because apparently it's not okay to jokingly ask my coworker if I can gargle her period. Oh,
HR is perfectly fine. They need to say, I think HR needs to be stronger. I think HR needs to be more enhanced. And I think people need to put more respect on HR.
what the f? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Don't do that. Don't do that. No more talking to women at work. No more talking to women at work. No more talking to women in general. Total ban on talking to women until we figure out what the hell is going on. Downloaded Tinder and got 2 matches in 5 days.
2 matches in 5 days? That's pretty good. That's actually good. What? At least you got matches. I legit know people who have gone months on Tinder and never got a match. I've seen people that have that. Months on Tinder without a single match.
Fuck my stupid, ugly life. Okay, from what I know from like men who use the apps that I've talked to, that's actually really good. Oh my god, they're all so fucking mad at him in the replies. You get a fucking match in less than a week and you complain? Stop humble bragging. I've gotten 0 matches in 3 months. 2 matches in 5 days? Why are you even here? My culture is not your costume. Fake cell. Go outside and get your life together. A true cell gets 0 matches. That's 2 people. How many do you need to be satisfied? Mods, take his balls away. 2 matches? Head on over to Kitchencels. Oh god, what is Kitchencels? Hold on. Kitchencels. It's real. Oh my god. I love cooking for my girlfriend with the money I make from my job. Made some ratatouille because I like the movie. Might go for a run later. I have had sex before. This is like the Krusty Krab across the
I have had sex before. Shit at the end.
street from the chum bucket. This is evil. This is diabolical.
Oh.
Okay, let's go back to Kitchencels. We're done here. I haven't felt the touch of a woman in months. Months?
And then we're back to that.
Fake cell. Try 25 years. Boo, fake cell.
What?
Fake cell spotted. Went to the drugstore and the girl cashier was nice to me. Started stuttering, so she kinda giggled at me, so I left immediately. Felt so humiliated I couldn't stop myself to get home and masturbate to the idea of her suffering. Masturbating
To the idea of her suffering. She joked with you and laughed, and then your preceded idea was to cry and then jerk it to the idea of her suffering.
to the idea of her suffering.
That's fucked
Incredible.
up.
This is some classic incel shit. I like how there's just like a bunch of people in the comments like, dude, what the fuck? Bro, get some help. Fake cells when a real incel pulls up. A girl I know has recently added me to her close friend stories. Well, today she posted a poll asking what color she should paint her toenails, and apparently my answer was, quote, too specific. I'm no longer in her close friends list. I once walked up to
What was the answer? What was the answer?
To a woman I went to school with since middle school at a bar. Before I could even finish saying hello and asking how she was, a guy put himself between us and asked her if she knew me. She said no. I'm pretty sure they're married now. 22, no driver's license, no post-high school education, never had a job, never kissed a woman, and have horrible social anxiety. Flying bundle of bananas for dinner. I'm Albanian. F you. I'm half
I'm Albanian. That's a tragedy amongst itself.
Jewish, half Indian. It was over.
Why is your avocado circumcised? Why is the avocado circumcised? Why didn't you just take the rest of it off? Why is it You're Jewish. That's probably why you just inherently it's in your culture to circumcise things.
Over at birth. You didn't have to tell us the half-Jewish part. We could tell by the circumcised avocado. 5'3". Finally got the confidence to walk up to a girl at a bar and she bent down and asked me where my parents are. Oh no!
My man. Leg extension surgery. I'm sorry, bro. When that happens to you, you can't. I can't even pretend to try to justify. I said you need leg extension surgery. You need leg extension surgery. You need to go and get leg extension surgery. I'm sorry, that's your only option. Your life is not much further than being a child. Off of that statement, I'm sorry, but you need leg extension surgery. Bro, she thought you were a kid.
No. Judging by what we have seen around this subreddit,
That is depressing.
some guys would be totally into that. Some men are drowning, while others die of thirst. I should clean my bathroom, but without the drain flies, I have nobody left to keep me
Without the drain. Bro, that literally means you don't even use soap. You don't even use shampoo. You don't use shampoo. You don't use shampoo with like any type of
company.
Oh,
Asmongold,
even
is
alcohol
that
would
you?
kill them.
You don't just have your nobody left to keep me company. Asmongold, is that you?
To be fair, he cleaned up his house. Still looks like shit, but he cleaned it up. I wouldn't be surprised if he still has flies in the drains.
You don't just have your drain flies. Look, you have a little ant friend
That probably is Asmongold.
too. See? It's not all bad. Made peach cobbler. I have a date tomorrow. Maybe my femcel gay life is over. A woman going on to a incel subreddit talking about life is over.
Go fuck yourself. This is a men's spot.
A woman going on to a incel subreddit talking about how she has a date tomorrow. This is just evil. This is just like eating a 5-course meal in front of a starving African child. What are you doing, bitch? I'm a femcel loser who can't talk to people and spends all her time playing games. Guy I had a crush on from high school told me he wasn't interested in talk to people.
Talk to people and spend all her time playing games. You know how many people would die for a woman like that? I'm pretty sure you post that on this subreddit so men would come at you. I feel like that is a definite fact. That's the only reason she posted that on this subreddit. She wants me. Her name is Porcelain Dolls. Yep, nope.
and
She's
spends
looking
all
for
her time
attention.
playing games. Guy I had a crush on from high school told me he wasn't interested in a relationship, but I think he's lying and didn't want to tell me he's not interested because I'm fat, chopped, and broke. F my f***ing loser virgin life. I'm about to turn 25 and I'm still a virgin. I feel like it's too late now. Everyone knows more about intimacy than I ever could, and no one will ever want an unattractive, inexperienced femcel. I'm just a lonely virgin femcel gamer. Bro, why are there women in this?
They are going for attention by going into that sub for a fat. There's no reason. They know what they're doing. They know what they do. Women are smarter than you think. They know what they're doing. They know. They know what they're doing to get attention. They know it. They may not directly be doing it in the front of their head, knowing exactly that this is their goal, but in the back of their head, they're knowing what they're doing and they're doing it on purpose. Remember that. Women are smarter than you think. They know what they're doing. They do it on purpose.
Incel community. They're like f***ing locusts. They come in, they gentrify everything. Sports, politics, board games, video games. Now the incel community, the hating women club is being invaded by women. Is nothing sacred? There's no such thing as a female incel, okay? There's no such thing as a heterosexual female incel. Dating and finding a relationship, different. But any man would f*** you. It doesn't matter how fat, how socially awkward, how ugly. Men f*** couches. Men f*** rotisserie.
Was it JD Vance? JD Vance fucked the couch. He had sex with the couch. Why? What's going? Okay. He had sex with the couch. I don't care what anyone says. Anyone tries to lie about it. He had sex with the couch.
Chickens. You can
Period.
find a man who will f*** you. All female incels are volcels. That is my hot take. I know I'm a fake cell, but I truly wish I was a true cell. The only woman who truly loved me for who I am is gone from this world, and I'm the only one to blame. I wish I was a true cell so I didn't know what true love felt like. Sometimes when I cook, I like to imagine I'm
That was depressing. That was so oh my god, that was depressing.
cooking for a loving partner who's excited for me to join them at the table, but then I turn around and nobody's there and a little part of me dies inside. Every night I go—
Bro, that's the last guy's talking about how the person that they loved is gone or dead or something. This was talking about how they pretend like there was somebody there they're cooking for, and then they turn around to no one and they die a little on it. Oh my
go to sleep thinking about kissing a girl just once. Another man's child has the eyes of the woman.
This is one of my, oh my god. This actually used to be one of my biggest thoughts when I used to think about this so often back then. Oh my god. Oh, that hit a personal spot. That hit a personal spot.
Woman I love. She's better off without me, and soon enough she'll forget the color of my eyes and the way we laughed together, while I'll be trapped in those memories forever. I like how in the women posting Elle's video, it was like, I got drunk and peed on my date, teehee, and the men posting Elle's video, it's like, I want to kill myself. Like, this shit isn't even funny. I don't even know what to say to this. This is just depressing. Black bean chili. Mom would hit me until I stopped crying as a kid, and now I'm an emotional wreck to any girl I talk to.
That's his mom was Nina Lynn. Oh god.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. I need a girl to beat me like my mom did.
I'm not sorry anymore. Go.
Oh. A Freud cell. I've given up on getting women. My goal now is to get as fat as possible. A friend of mine said I look like a serial killer, but not a hot one. What's up with women in the serial shit? Okay, for all my—
Also, that's a damn good question. What is with women obsessed with serial killers? I don't understand. I don't get it, and it's beyond my understanding. Why are you obsessed with the serial killer? They are literally the person that is going to hunt you down and murder you, and you're just like, yes, yes, I'm so for it. Let's go. What? What?
Weird flaws? At least I do not have a serial fetish, okay? That is one I do not have. I can't stop having homosexual fantasies about me and my class.
Is that a banana in ramen noodle? And he's talking about having homosexual fantasies about his class. You're eating a banana
and I wake up with a boner every morning. The cold showers are not fun. I'm not gay, but imagining how slim his legs are makes me feel hot.
I'm gonna tell you this gently. I'm gonna say it to your eyes. You're gay. You're gay. You're into femboys. Tomboys. Not tomboys. Girl boys. Femboys. You want a guy that's skinny like a girl, that looks like a girl, and this and that. But you want to fuck him in the ass because you're gay. But you want to pretend like it's a girl when you're not fucking him in the ass. Okay. You put a banana in your noodles. You put a banana in your noodle. You're gay. It's okay. You just wanted something to suck on while you're eating it. It's okay.
I'm not gay, but I keep
Stopping.
fantasizing about how soft and smooth bros' legs are. I was in the bathroom trying to eat a banana when two guys walked in and I could hear them kissing. I squashed my banana in anger because of the jealousy I felt. And to make matters worse, I think I grabbed the wrong kind of banana.
What even is that? What is that? The fuck is that? That's... What do you mean the wrong type of banana? What is that?
Haha, I just accidentally squeezed my dick to the sound of two men kissing. I cook so often for my roommate that I've started to feel like his boy wife. Maybe in another life I was his gatherer trad wife and he was my Chad Hunter husband. Is it time to start femboy maxing?
Yes.
Sometimes I have inappropriate thoughts about other men and I hit myself in the head repeatedly. Men out here fighting demons, and the demons is bisexuality.
And I hear fighting demons. Bro, the demons being gay. Your demons are you being gay. You're gay. You're just gay.
Listen, it's 2025. Nobody gives a shit if you're gay anymore. That's basically like being straight nowadays in the world of demisexual gender goblins or whatever the fuck. You're good, bro. Just don't be a furry. Went on Grindr to see if I was lovable and they rejected me. You were rejected on Grindr? That's impossible. Dudes will literally hit up someone on Grindr before the person even has a profile picture. They'll just like get in the DMs like, hey, wanna bang? I swear to God, talk to any gay male friend of yours. They will say the same. The gay male community is what all of human sexuality would look like if women were not the gatekeepers of sex. And it's horrifying.
Yes.
I've said before that hookup culture is basically straight people culturally appropriating gay culture, and it's been a complete disaster for society. 18 male. I haven't seen my friends in months, and
what does that even mean? Dating culture is the straights copying the gays? What? That's a statement.
all I do with my time is work at my job. Welcome to being an adult, unfortunately. Welcome to the next 45 years of your life. I love the people in the comments like, imagine having a job, you have friends? This guy is doing better than like 90% of this subreddit and he's only 18. It's never been less over for someone. I'm only 16 and I've already wasted my entire life. I'm gonna turn 18 in a few days. I'm below average in everything. If you're 17 years old, you are basically a child. You are a baby. What are you doing on the Incel subreddit? All these people like, oh, I'm 16, oh, I'm 17. Is it over for me? This was me at 16, okay?
That is some... Bro, that is horrifying. That looks like shit you would see in like a jump scare nightmare type shit. Wow, okay. Well, I wanted to say those 16, those 18-year-olds, go look at that guy that made the post about his mom walking into him humping his mattress to AI cartoon porn at the age of 39.
Okay, quoting Invader Zim, going on newgrounds.com, and now look at me. You know, on second thought, I am exactly where someone like that would end up, aren't I? Never mind. What I'm trying to say is, it's not over, okay? It's never over, but it's especially not over when you are that young. It's not like you're 36 or something. A pretty girl sat next to me on the bus and I leaked a bit of pre-com. I'm 36. Oh. Sorry. Spent my last $10 on OnlyFans.
I never there are websites you can get them for free. People, please. There are websites you can get the OnlyFans subscription items for free. Please.
Here's my dinner. Why would you spend money on some stupid whore when you could spend money on a different stupid whore? Me. I won't get naked or talk to you, but you can support me on Patreon. All patrons get the uncensored version of every video, so you can hear me say, f shit, piss, bitch. Link down below. Much smarter way to waste your money. if I do say so myself. Anyway, obviously, many of these people are being silly, they're being tongue in cheek. Real actual
Yeah.
incels probably don't hang out much on Reddit. They're not out here
Or at
posting shit
all.
like this. I just thought this was funny and goofy. That has been my whole channel. I
That is
find
some
something funny,
fucking.
I bring it to you. I'm like a cat
That's some
bringing its
crazy
owner a
shit.
dead mouse as a gift. Here you go. What is your biggest
Alright, that's it. That's. Honestly, I was probably gonna stop the video earlier, like cut it, and I didn't want it to be an hour plus long. But holy shit, some of these stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. 39 getting caught by his mom, beating it off to his mom's perfume sprayed on his Xbox and making it not work anymore. Oh, ooh, the person that it imagines the person that he loves eyes on someone else's child. Of oh my god, some of these were just horrible. The guy pretending that he's not gay. He's gay. He's gay. The guy bashing his head in when he has homosexual thoughts. He's gay. He's gay. Oh my, so many, so many, so many. This is just yeah. No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to go detox my brain. I'm out.